Liverpool comeback once again. The Reds are fuming right now after that Elliot shot, and Mo Salah reaches 200 goals with Liverpool. Let's get started. All right, let's not waste any more time. My name is Chris. This is Top FCTV, bringing you match highlights of or analysis of the Liverpool Crystal Palace. Liverpool again, clutch, coming back. And my question is for Liverpool fans and other fans as well: is this just a fluke? Is Liverpool playing bad and just masking with these comebacks, masking what the reality is of the club? Or is it the heart of a champion that doesn't go away? I've said this about Arsenal a lot when these comebacks, late comebacks, that at the end of the day, if you don't play good, they get the results. And I have to say the same thing about Liverpool. Now, listen, all teams are never going to play 100% of the matches perfect. They're not going to be perfect. They're not going to play great all the time. But what separates champions and potential, Premier League winners per se, or Champions League winners, is that even when you play bad and when you don't perform as well, you still get the results. And these teams are doing so. And it also tells you that the Premier League is a tough league to play, where Crystal Palace can come on and really challenge your team. If we take a look at the lineup for Liverpool and a little bit on the Crystal Palace side, to be honest with you, to be fair, there's one name that comes out in particular is stands out like a sore thumb, and that's going to be Allison. Even though he has a Sofa score gave him a regular score 7.2, but to be honest with you, he made a couple of saves that are just tremendous. I mean, they're he is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. Let's be honest. And to be fair with you, I will go one step ahead and say he is the best goalkeeper in the world at this point in time. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think somebody else is that player. But at the end of the day, I think that he has that by a long country mile. And then everybody else, to be fair, is usually a starter. Of course, you don't have McAllister, who is injured and has been started in that sixth position in that defensive midfield, quote unquote. Even though he's not as defensive as people would like him to be. A lot of Liverpool fans want a defensive mind, kind of like a Caicedo in that midfield role. But Jurgen Klopp has decided that he is going to fill that position with somebody that can actually play as well and carry the ball forward. Now, Wataru Endo on there, he was subbed. The midfield for Liverpool, as you see right here on Sofa Score, didn't perform really well. 6.5, 6.7, 6.5 across the board with Szoboszlai, Endo, and Gravenberg. And everybody, to be honest with you, everybody else didn't. It wasn't the best play for Liverpool. Liverpool players. The one that stood out like a sore thumb to me was Allison and Mo Salah. Mo Salah, of course, reaching 200 goals. And we can actually take a look at the tweet that the Liverpool put out, and he said about the 200th goal. I'm happy for the record, and also happy for the team, to win the game. Mo Salah on the victory over Palace, scoring 200 goals for his club. He is a tremendous talent. To me, one of the greatest in the Premier League ever. Right now, the best right winger in the league. And a lot of people like to have this conversation to where, yeah, except for Mo Salah, who's the best? No, except nothing. He is the best, right? You can discuss who's the second best, third best. But this guy, at 30 years old, he's still the best at his position. And to be fair with you, in my point of view, with Declan Rice, what they mean for their team right now, not putting both of them at the same level as far as career wise, of course. Mo Salah is an all time great. But as far as importance, I think that if Mo Salah comes out of this Liverpool team, there's going to be really, really tough consequences for the Reds. Same thing with Declan Rice and maybe a few others. Rodri for Manchester City, and maybe you can find another one. But this guy is just lethal, and he was able to prove it in this match right here. So if you look at the stats that really matter to me, which is shots on target and shots off target as well, or combined, Crystal Palace had this by a long mile. I mean, 7 shots on target by oh no, Liverpool actually. I'm sorry. Liverpool had this one, and what is it? Was it okay? 7 shots all together off target, and then 2 on target, and 2 of those were goals. So just keep that in mind. And for 2 shots off target for Crystal Palace and 4 on target for Crystal Palace. Listen, more on target for Crystal Palace, but at the end of the day, the 2 that went on target are the 2 that were goals for Liverpool. And it just speaks that this is still a lethal team. This is still a team that you have to be careful with at all times. You know what I'm saying? When people talk about Liverpool is washed up, Liverpool is done, club needs to go, even from fans, which is crazy to me. Even from fans, this proves you that this team, you can never count Liverpool away. This is the way they do it. They are the Real Madrid of the Premier League, no, bar none. They play in a 100%, 90 minutes. You still have to not count them out. And this kid that came on, Elliot, he came on at the 74th minute for Darwin Nunez, and amazing shot. By the way, Darwin Nunez had an opportunity that he could have uh, finished different. I'm not gonna, everybody knows my affinity with. I don't really rate Nunez. I rate him as a good striker, but not a top tier name. And so, but I'm not going to kill him on this one. But he did have an opportunity that he should have delivered different. And Harvey Elliott comes on 74th minute. You can tell the club wasn't happy with Darwin Nunez's performance. He wasn't happy with a lot of these players' performance, to be honest with you. And at the 57th minute, Konate comes on, Gapco comes on, 74th. With the Elliot comes on, Curtis Jones comes out, Szoboszlai. So a lot of these players really didn't have a great game for Liverpool, and the ones that came on, to be honest, did a really good job. Obviously, Harvey Elliott coming on in clutch time was terrific. What a shot! What a performance! Young guy, and he gets it done at the end of the day. Now, look, at the end of the day, when you look at the standings, let's look at the standings real quick, momentarily, because this is all momentarily. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's happening yet, but as of now, Liverpool is leading with 37 points in the Premier League. First, Arsenal haven't played yet. They're going to play Aston Villa later on, and then Manchester United. You got them losing against Bournemouth at this point in time. So that's one thing that it's mind-boggling, but we'll talk about that when we get that match reaction. So listen, Liverpool is fighting out there, and if you don't count Liverpool in for this Premier League title race, then you have a problem. I do believe that. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Hey, if you are a Liverpool fan, what a clutch performance by your team. And if you're not, I know that you might not say it out loud, but at the end of the day, you have to keep this Liverpool team in the back of your head because they are clutch, and you can never count them out.